Nick, let's just talk about Leicester. A good victory and final home game, massive crowd. Put yourselves 8 points clear at the top of the table. Good performance?
Yeah, very good performance, especially first half. We're into the typical Chinnor wind, sort of 30, 40 mile an hour gusts, and we chose to go into the wind, which was a good toss to win. And I thought everything about our play, from game management to how we upped the tempo to executing the game plan, come what may, whatever the wind was doing, was outstanding. And we had to put in a fine defensive effort, with the lack of territory we had, but we were also incredibly clinical when to be able to go in sort of, what was it, 21-5 up or 21-7 up at half time, and have the elements in our favour second half.
Well, we can't escape the fact that there are 2 games to go, 2 away games to go. The first one being Birmingham Moseley, who gave you a very tough game here. How's everybody faring? What's the preparations like ahead of what can be a historic game?
Yeah, funnily enough, coincidentally, that was another game where the wind was a big factor, and we managed to go in first half and nail the conditions second half. Look, they're approach it as any other game. We obviously know what's at stake, but there's no point in looking beyond that, because you forget to just execute your role in the moment, and that's what we've been about all year in terms of just getting the process right, bringing that intensity, understanding what your role is, and being focused on in the moment. And it'll be exactly the same on the weekend. Birmingham Moseley is a side I've got a lot of respect for. I think that they haven't been having a good run of it recently, which always I'm a little bit nervous, even more nervous about. I'm always nervous, but even more trepidation arrives on my doorstep the sort of week before, when the team's not been winning recently. And they've got some very, very good players, very, very good players. I think next season they'll be a lot stronger as well, and they'll be looking to build to that. But good forward pack, good home support, good home record up until recently, and it's what you want. It's what you want. If we're to hopefully seal the deal this weekend, but which will obviously mean winning the game. If we're to win the game, then you want to win it in tough environments and tough places to go. And as you say, we won by 3 points at the death here. They'll know that, we know that, and that we can't afford any slip-ups.
And of course, they still have a big say in things anyway, because they play the Rams in the final game of the weekend. So it's been a real chase between 2 of you all the way, and 8 points sounds an awful lot with 2 games to go, but it's nothing, is it? One defeat and everything can go topsy-turvy.
Yeah, look, it gives us a buffer, but we don't really want it that way. And what I've been really pleased about, Selfy, is I think since Christmas I was doing the numbers, and we were top after 14 games. We've played 10 games since Christmas. We've scored more tries than we did in the first 14. Our defence is better as well. And since our loss against Blackheath, which came at a perfect time for us, I think it sharpened the senses, refocused us, re-energised us. I think our performances and our application from the players has never been better, and we've never played as good a rugby. And that's how it should be. You don't want to stutter towards the finish line or stumble over it and have your best rugby behind you. You want to be looking forward to playing your best rugby. And I think to a man, as a coaching staff, as a playing group, how we've approached, and given the guys plenty of time off as well. They had a complete week off 2 weeks ago. That they reproduced that hunger and desire and willingness to want to get better every single week.
It's been a transformation, Nick, under your tutelage, from a side that needed to win the right games to stave off relegation some 14 months ago. The group has been superb. The fans were here in their numbers at the last game. You must be pleased with the rewards that the group are getting.
Oh yeah. Look, it is a very demanding game. Even at this level, even at this level, there's some good quality rugby players and quality rugby, but it's not full time. But it is very demanding on you, and you have to be conditioned to be able to play winning rugby, really. Sides fall by the wayside, don't you? It starts to open up 50, 60 minutes, and we don't want to be the side that sort of starts to concede and drop off then. So you've got to get fit to start off with, but with that, you've got to be able to catch and pass and do your basics well. And, those 2 things have been the focal point of virtually every single Tuesday and Thursday that we have turned up for. And as you say, the guys are seeing the rewards. Some of them are playing the best rugby they've ever played, and they say that they're playing the best rugby they've ever played, and some of those guys have been full-time before, which is great to hear. But at the moment, we've got to win on the weekend.